This is going to be a very cute outfit. This is going to be our base color. I'm using a number 4 hook. First, I'm going to start by making a slip knot. I'm going to make it. My measurements when I'm doing bra cups, I'll just put this on top, this part on top my nipple, and this part will go under my boob. So if I'm making for myself, that's how I take the measurement. Now you skip 1 2 3 and into the 4th. We're working with double crochets. Into the 4th, you're going to place 1 double crochet stitch, and you continue putting double crochets until the end of the row. Okay, so let's count. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. Normally this is how I chain to go up, but I don't do that anymore. I just chain 1 and I turn my work, and in the first stitch I'm going to put a single crochet. After putting a single crochet, I'm going to use my thumb to support this loop and take this first loop. I'll go back inside there and chain. So now I have a double crochet, and I continue putting double crochet stitches until I get to the middle of my row. Okay, so 14. We have 14 stitches, and now this chain 3. Normally we are supposed to work in it, but we're going to work in the space. So 1, let me do that again. 1 2 3. I've placed 1 2 3 4 and 5. A stitch marker 1 2 3. On the 3rd stitch, I'm going to place the stitch marker there, just like this, and continue putting double crochets. This first stitch, one, now the very last stitch, the same one again. You turn your work. In the very first stitch, you put one single crochet, support the loop, and continue putting double crochets. So I've gotten to the middle. You're going to take off your stitch marker and you're going to put 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. You return your stitch marker to the middle one, which is the second stitch. And you continue putting double crochet stitches. So we've gotten to the end of this row. You chain 1 and flip, and remember that the first stitch you put single crochet, then you place another single crochet on it, and you continue putting double crochet until you get to the middle stitch again. I've gotten to the middle stitch. Take off your stitch marker and place 3 double crochet stitch. So for me, I don't really need the stitch marker because I know where the third stitch is, but if you don't need it also, you can do the same, or you can just place it so you won't forget if you will forget. So continue putting double crochet. So guys, this is the first row, the second, third, fourth, fifth. So we've done 5 rows. Let's change our color. Okay, let's change color. The next thing, you insert your hook. Before completing this double crochet, the last double crochet, but this is what I do. I take this, I just take the both of them and then chain with only my new color, and for me it's secure. Okay, then I chain 1. See how straight it is? I turn my work and I'll start hiding my yarn. I'll place 1 single crochet. Don't forget to hold before you put your hook inside, and complete it just like this, and continue putting double crochet stitches until you get to the middle stitch. You continue doing the same thing that you were doing from the previous row. Okay, just like this. So now I've hidden my yarn. See, you can see it looks clean. You continue putting double crochet stitches. Gotten to the middle. These are the 3 stitches I put. So the middle stitch is going to have 3 stitches again. So you can again place your stitch marker Now the end, we're going to change our color again. Cut this. Before completing the double crochet, just put it on top of the hook, just like this, and I pull through and chain with my new color. Draw it down and chain one again. Now I turn my work and I'll place one single crochet here, just like this. I'll hide my yarn just like I did in the previous row, just like this. Yeah, see, no trace. Take off my stitch marker and 3 double crochets. Until you get to the end. I've added 2 extra rows of this other color. I'm going back to my main color. Okay, see, because we are putting single crochet first, see how straight it is. All right, continue. Don't forget the middle stitch is having 3 double crochets on it. If you are going to forget, always place your stitch marker, but if you're not going to forget, that's cool, just continue. So I've gotten to the end. So this is for medium size. You can use any color you want and mix it up, but for medium size, we had 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I did 9 rows using a 4mm, and it got to my breast size for medium size. So if your boobs is smaller, you do lesser rows. You can make like 1 2 3 4 5 6 rows or 7 rows, depends on your chest size, your breast. If it's bigger, if it's a bigger cup, you make more rows, the same pattern but more rows, and you get your size. So I wanted to point out also, or you see, because you use single crochet at the beginning, you made it straight. I have like a perfect triangle here, but because of this pattern, you have something like a bump, so it's like curved. So now you make 2 of, you get another one, and I'll meet you guys. I'll use my main color. Okay. So this is how I attach my yarn, just like this, and I chain 1. I'll go into that same stitch and I'll place 1 single crochet, just like this, 1 single crochet. Now I'll just be putting one single crochet on the stitches, just like this. While working over my yarn, so I'll keep on putting one, just like this, one, on this. Each row has one stitch. Okay, now when you get to the end, it has a little stretch to it. Get to the end. The next one, I'm going to place one single crochet here, like this, and into the next cup I place one here and one here. I continue putting one single crochet on each row, just like this, while working over my yarn. So I'll hide it, so just like that. This is very easy to do, see, and make sure you're not pulling too tight. Just like this. So it has a little stretch. So now I've gotten to the end of this row. Okay, now you chain one and turn. Now this is the back. The very first stitch, we're still doing the same thing. You chain one single crochet, then you hold on to the loop on your hook and pass through your single crochet, and you chain one again, just like this. What we did when we were making the bra cups, so that's what you do. And now you continue making double crochet stitches. So you continue working your double crochet stitches. Okay, so I've gotten to the end. Now I'm going to change my color for the next row. I'll cut and chain just the same way we change colors when we're making the bra cups. Then you chain one and you turn your work. Make a single crochet and after that you start making double crochets.
We're changing our color. Turn and make the first single crochet. And now I'll continue making double crochet stitches. So I'm done with this color. It's time to change. Turn. And you continue repeating till your desired length. You continue repeating until you get your desired length. Just double crochet stitches. So this is the desired length I want. I made 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 rows of double crochets, very stretchy. Now for the last row, but not the end of the top, but the last row, it's on, and I'll place 1 single crochet here. I'll skip this, and into the next I'm going to place 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 3 double crochets, 4 and 5. I'll skip the next stitch, and into the second stitch I'm going to place a slip stitch there, just like this. Let's do that again. First of all, this is a multiple of 1 2 3 4, so the next 4 stitches we're going to use them 1 2 3 4. First we skip 1, and into the next we're going to place 5 double crochet stitches in there. So we have 5 double crochets, and you skip the next, and into the fourth you're going to place a slip stitch. This is how you do it. Now we are using the next 4 stitches. You skip the next stitch, and in the second stitch 1 double crochet. So I place 5 double crochet stitches on this 1 stitch, and I'll skip 1. Into the next I'm going to place a slip stitch. So I'm going to repeat this same chain, this same double crochet, 5 double crochet stitches in 1 stitch. I'll skip 1 to the next. So this is the last shell. Slip stitch it, and I'm just going to put 1 single crochet because I put 1 at the beginning. Now this is what I have. Now it's time for the corners. I just turn, and then I chain one, and I'll place one single crochet on this same stitch I placed single crochet before. I'm going to place another single crochet and hold on to my loop. I will make another single crochet on top of that. Now I'm going to place one double crochet on the next stitch, and the space in between these two double crochet, I'm going to place another double crochet stitch there. I'll place another one here, just like this. Like this, just like this. So I've gotten to this the end of this corner, but on the bra cup I'm going to take the first stitch, just take it there, just like this, and the second one also. So these two are stitches from the bra cup, just like this, and I'll turn, chain one and turn. On the other side you continue growing just the way we're growing. Okay, now you chain one and turn again. Now on this row you're going to start decreasing. By decreasing, we're still going to start normals, okay, and instead of chaining it off, I'll yarn over and go into the next stitch. I have 4 loops on my hook, okay. Now I'll chain 2, and now I have 3 loops. I'll chain off all 3 and continue putting 1 double crochet on each stitch until the end of this row. I'm going to decrease here also, and I have 2 loops. Instead of me to yarn over, instead of me to yarn off, I'm going to yarn over and go into the next stitch and chain off 2. I have 3 loops now, and I'll chain off all 3. I'll chain 1, I'll turn my work, now I'm still going to make a decrease here, just like this. I made another decrease, now I have 2 stitches left because this is a decreased stitch. These 2 are 1, but I'm still going to make a decrease there, just like this. And I'll make a decrease. Now I'll chain 1, I'll turn, and I'll still make another decrease, a decrease here at the end of the row, chain 1 and turn. So you continue making decreases continue making decreases. Okay, now 3 stitches left. So after after placing a single crochet and trying to do your decrease, you hold on, go into the next and chain. Don't chain it off yet, and you make the 3rd stitch decrease. See, I have 4 loops and I'll yarn all through. I'll chain 1. Yeah, this is where I end. Cut. I chain 1 and I'll chain another 1, just like this. Pull. So this is the corner. You repeat the same thing for this other side. You do the same thing here. Okay, now the other side, see that they're identical. These are the corners. Now to attach my yarn here, I chain 1 and I'm going to place a single crochet in that same stitch, just like this, and into this next stitch I'll place another single crochet. Now I'm going to skip this, and into the next one I'm going to place 1 single crochet, just like this. Now remember what we did here. We're going to create something like that. So we're going to create shells again. I'll skip 1, and into the next I'm going to place 3 double crochet this time. 1, 2, and 3. And I'll skip the next one. Into the next stitch I'll make a slip stitch, just like this. I'm going to skip 1. You can cut off the excess. And now I'll skip 1. Into the next I'll place 3 double crochet stitches. I'll skip 1. Into the next I'll make a slip stitch, just like this. Skip 1. Into the next 3 double crochet stitches. Skip 1. Into the next slip stitch. So you repeat this until you get to the middle, just like that. Skip, slip stitch. Skip and slip stitch. Now this is the middle stitch. Take my stitch marker, and then I'm going to just slip stitch in this middle stitch and slip stitch in the next stitch, just like this. 1, 2, 3, slip stitch. Skip and into the next 3 double crochet stitches. Skip 1 and slip stitch, just like this. So you should have something like this, just like this. Okay, now we have 2 stitches left. I'm going to put single crochet, 1, 2, and these 2 here that you see, I'm skipping it, skip, and here into the next stitch, 1 single crochet, the next stitch, 1 single crochet. Now you skip 1 and put 3 double crochets in the next stitch, skip 1 and slip stitch. My yellow wool is finished and I want to attach a new yarn. This is how I attach my yarn. Roll over twice and then I make a knot. Just like this. See, very strong. And then I cut off the excess. Okay, so I'm almost at the end. Invisible, see? Okay. Make a slip stitch. You skip this stitch and into this corner stitch place 1 single crochet. In the next one you placed 1 single crochet and just slip stitch here. You chain 1, you chain another one, and then cut. You pull out just like this, and you're going to hide this yarn. So this is what I have. You can see the small waves and small shell, big shell. The more you put stitches in one space, the wider it looks. So here we made 3 double crochets, while here we made 5 double crochets. That's why here is looking bigger than here. Now we are done with our top. Okay, we are done, and now we start attaching the handles. So for the handles, I double my yarn and I look for the middle stitch. See the 3 stitches and the one in the middle. I'm going to insert. You remember we put a slip stitch here, so I'm just going to insert it here beneath this slip stitch. I'll pull and chain 1. Okay, I'll still go into the same space, and then I'll make a slip stitch just like this, and then I chain the amount I want. Okay, so you see, just to make it tight and secure, I'm going to make 100 chains. You can chain as long as you want. So 3. So I made 100 chains, pull out, and I've attached both sides of my bra cup. Attach it in the middle. Now we are going to attach handles here also. So remember that this last row is a reduction of 3. I'll just put my hook in the middle just like this. I'll chain 1 and make the slip stitch like this, just the way I did at the top, and then I'll just work this in. So 1, 2, 3, just like this. I continue my work. I'm going to make 300 chains. You can chain your own amount, but I'm going to make 300 chains, and I'll meet you guys after the 300 chains. I'm done attaching the side handles. The both sides have been attached, and I've made 300 chains. These are the chains. Okay, so you can't just leave the top like this, right? You can just leave yours like this if you want, but I want to attach tassels. So I use my diary, okay, and I just put it like this. Just wrap just like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I wrap around 20 times, and then I'll cut here, and now here. So this is the tricky part. I just put my hook first to lift it up, okay, then I'll pass my scissors. Then I'll cut. Okay, so we've gotten our tassels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I want it 10. 10 for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to keep all of them 10, 10. And the tassels are totally optional, but if you want to add them, you have to be ready to put in the work. Okay, so I'm going to make a knot, or should I say a loop, because just like this, and then I'll tie it here just like this. Let's tie another one to secure it. Okay, now in this loop they've created, the tassels that you made, you're going to, I'm putting my hook
on it just like this, and I'll pull, then I'll join all together. Okay, so this is the hard part. I'm going to make this loop wide enough, like big. Okay, then like I want to make a knot, like I want to make a slip knot or a chain, just okay, like I want to make a chain, and I'll pull out. So before drawing it, this one I want it to, I'll just pull this. Okay, then I pull. So I've attached all the tassels. So now I'll trim just a little of the edges. The crochet top, we've attached everywhere and we are ready. Thank you for watching. I hope this was easy. Bye.